right. So just a couple of things. Jurassic World, Blumhouse, Wicked, How to Train Your Dragon, Focus Feature.
Now you saw How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, so I saw the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, you've seen it.
I've seen it.
What can you say?
What can I say? Look,
can't review it.
I can't review it, but I'll give you the social reaction. If you want to make a successful movie based on some previous movie, just redo that movie. Take the original How to Train Your Dragons and just shot for shot, line for line, action for action, make that movie. And that's exactly what How to Train Your Dragon is. It's is practically a shot for shot, line for line, action for action duplication of the original movie. You and I had this discussion. Well, why not just re-release the original movie? And I'll tell you why. You re-release How to Train Your Dragon, at most you're going to make $100 million. The upside is you didn't spend any money to make that $100 million. But because it's such a cash cow, and because you're doing something technically different with it, the movie, I believe, will make minimum $500 million, if not $1 billion.
Yeah.
It is. If you loved the original, it is as good as the original. If you did not like the original, you're not going to like this one. I mean, it really is that much.
I think that will be a hit. That along with Lilo and Stitch.
It looks really good. The interactions between the dragons are great. Astrid, she's fine. The only problem I have with Astrid is she looks like 5 sticks, meaning that she has no muscles. She's absolutely skinny, and it's hard to believe that she's doing the things she's doing. But other than that, they veered very little from the original. It's probably just as long. And they just announced that they're already beginning production on the second movie. So that's how much they're up on this.
Yeah, they already announced the sequel.
Yeah.
That's how confident they are.
Now, here's the thing. So the obvious comparison is Lilo and Stitch. From what we've seen of Lilo and Stitch, the same thing is happening. Is that they're just taking the movie, the original cartoon, and making it live action. And again, for Disney, they'll make a minimum $500 million, if not over $1 billion. And I think with Lilo and Stitch, is going to outperform How to Train Your Dragon if they do exactly what we just said. Which says this. This is going to be for the big studios, but if you're going to remake stuff, there's something to be said about just redoing the original.
Yeah.
You don't need to add backstory. You don't need to go into the diversity bag and change everything. People will respond and people will give you their money. Just give us what we want. Don't tell us we need to change it like Snow White.
Now, Jurassic World Rebirth, they brought out Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Gareth Edwards, the director, and they discussed their part in the movie. It was actually, the banter was actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
And it was brief. Take notes, Superman team. Jurassic World Rebirth, very funny, very short. It was quick, and then they showed an extended trailer that looked even better than what we've already seen. What did you think of that?
What did I think of that? Okay, so another thing on the upside, the original screenwriter from the first Jurassic Park movie.
Yep. David Koepp.
Yeah. So good foundation there. I don't know. I mean, I think it'll do well. They're really playing into the scares. There are dangerous dinosaurs and they want to eat you. And that's what the movie's about. But I think it's in the trailers and everything, but it seems like they're making mutant dinosaurs. Did I get that right?
There was a mutant. We saw a mutant dinosaur at the end of the clip they showed. So that was weird. It wasn't a dinosaur. It was a monster. Something sort of part alien, from the Alien movies, and a dinosaur hybrid. Seriously, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, this is the problems I've had with the Jurassic Park movies past the first 3, is that they have to play around with dinosaurs that don't actually exist or didn't actually exist. But apparently I was wrong and people saw them anyways, and kids love dinosaurs, even if they're mutants. So what do I know? But that was the issue I had with the episodes 4 through 6 of Jurassic Park.
Now, moving on from that was Universal did something interesting at the beginning of their presentation. They showed that they're releasing 65 movies.
Mhm.
They've released more movies, and the movies have performed better at the box office than any other studio.
Since the pandemic.
Better than Disney,
Mhm.
better than Warner's. They basically dropped this knowledge of we have made more movies.
And more
They
money.
made more money, over 3 billion combined, more than 4.5 billion recently. Like they have done well by theaters. And what else did we see from Universal?
We saw, so we had the Focus Feature presentation.
Yes, that was a new Wes Anderson movie, which looked good. I mean, it looked like all of his movies.
Yeah, and then a Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yorgos Lanthimos movie with Emma Stone.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and
she's naked in it.
Yeah, and I keep wanting to say Bridgerton, but it's Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey. There's a new
The
Downton
last-
Abbey.
Oh, the last.
Was
Downton
there anything
Abbey.
else? Am I forgetting?
No, it's just the
Universal?
3. Believe
But
me.
Universal,
No. This is Focus Feature.
right? But what about Universal?
Universal. Well, the whole Blumhouse stuff.
Right. No, let's get to
Universal-
Blumhouse.
Yeah, Universal.
So,
Wicked. But
Jason Blum came out wearing the Five Nights at Freddy's outfit. He dressed as Freddy, and it was funny. They showed Megan 2.0, which looks like the plot of Terminator 2.
yeah.
Megan is the good guy,
That
and there's
is
another
the plot.
evil. There's another evil robot.
In fact, it is the plot.
It is the plot. And they showed another thing called Soulmates, which comes out in 2026. That looks awesome, like Companion.
Yeah.
They showed what else?
I'm hoping there's a lot of nudity in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else? Oh gosh.
It was the
Yeah.
Blumhouse looked good, solid
Oh,
horror.
Black Phone 2.
Black Phone 2. We saw a teaser for that.
There was one
Great.
original. He said that there was one original. I can't remember.
Soulmate.
Soulmate, that's right.
We saw that.
Okay.
So,
No, there's
It was
one
very
original this-
impressive.